everyone, welcome back to my channel Filipina Life with Mia. So for today's video, I have another topic which is all about the risk in dating a married Filipina. Dating today, since the pandemic started, has changed considerably. More online obviously, since we can't travel to other countries and in some places we are still locked down. So in this situation, there can be a certain desperation to the dating scene. Well, we are all stuck trying to find love, trying to find a genuine person, a person who we can share our deepest thoughts with, and a person we want to share our lives with. Now this is where the problem starts. While chatting, you might meet this wonderful Filipina. She has everything you ever thought you could get in a woman. She checks all your wants and desires, and she spends so much time chatting with you, video calling, sending you love messages. It almost feels like she is in your home country when you are at work. And it almost feels like she is at home waiting for you. Then you start asking deeper questions and you figure something is amiss. Maybe you found something, a second Facebook page, and it says married? Married, you say? No, this can't be right. Not this girl. How can she be married? She is always available, never with another, it seems like. So, you confront her and find out she is married. Now she cries and begs for forgiveness and explains that she is no longer with him. That, hell, he lives on a different island. And she has not seen him for over 2 years. You hear about him being an asshole, how unfaithful he was, or whatever else bad she can say about him to set herself in a good light. Now the good thing in the Philippines is that no divorce is allowed. So when you say you take this woman to be your wife till death do us part, well, it means just that here in the Philippines, while in the West, it's more like till we get tired of each other or find someone better. Now you can file for annulment. However, this takes years and costs a lot of money, and there is no guarantee that it will go through. So again, remember, there's no divorce in the Philippines. Now many guys at this point will jump ship and say, hell no. But there are a few that are so deeply entangled in her love potion that they have left all reasoning behind. Those are mostly the ones living in the Philippines without sense or rhyme. They are playing a very dangerous game. For those online that have gotten entangled with a married woman, I have only one advice. Hit the next button. Block her and move on. It's not worth the agony and problems. Now don't overcomplicate your life with problems like this. Simplify your life. Find a wholesome Filipina who is not married. There are millions of them. So please do yourself a favor and move on. By the way, this also happens to foreigners here in the Philippines that meet girls directly and not online, and only weeks or months, sometimes years after the relationship starts, do they find out about their lady being officially married. So what are the consequences of being with a Filipina that is already married, if any? Now I will go more into the consequences, but let me assure you, they can cost you big time. from a lot of money to prison time. Now, some of you are asking me privately about what's the deal or what's the risk when dating a married Filipino, asking what to do when you come across and find out that you have been chatting with a married Filipino, and what is the best way to approach it. So, I did all my research and watched videos about the laws here in the Philippines about married women, and I'm going to talk about them in a minute. But first, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and please don't forget to click the notification bell so you wouldn't miss my new video. So without further ado, let's get on with it. So what can happen if you do, against all my advice, pursue a married woman? The first off is you could go to jail. Here in the Philippines, if the husband finds out that you are dating his wife, well, he has three options. The first option is reporting you to the barangay. And a barangay is the most local government in the village. Now, if the barangay captain pursues this, then you could end up in jail for up to 6 years with a minimum of 6 months jail time if found guilty. And believe me when I say this, you do not want to go to a Filipino jail. Now, the girl will also be caught up in this and end up in jail for adultery. The second option is blackmail by the husband. If you are dating online and all she tells you is that she's single, but deep inside you feel something is not right, watch to the end to see what you can do to guarantee yourself she's actually not married. I mean, think about it. If her husband finds out that his wife is dating a foreigner, he will think to himself that this might be a good opportunity to get paid, and paid well. He might blackmail you directly or through his wife. She actually might be in on it. Money is a powerful motivator. It motivates good people to do bad things. So again, just be careful. And the third one is it could cost you bodily harm or even worse, your life. Now, jealousy drives people to do insane things. Some people will act out on their emotions. You must remember, here in the Philippines, the worst that can happen is for a Filipino to lose face if the husband now finds out that you are having relations with his wife and the whole village is talking about it. Well, at this point, it is very dangerous. How long will he go around and put up with another man being with his wife? You know, life here in the Philippines is relatively cheap. It's like 200 USD. You can hire a killer. So if this person knows the wrong people, you might just end up dead. Or he might just do it himself in a range of anger and jealousy. You just never know people and how they will react. So please don't get into this situation. Leave as soon as you can. No matter what she says, like let her take care of the annulment while you move on to better and safer opportunities. Now, to ensure that your Filipina is not married, you can request her to do a CENUMAR or certificate of no marriage. So all that I have spoken about does not happen to you. Trust but verify, as Ronald Reagan used to say. That way, you know she's telling the truth and you can save yourself from heartache, empty wallet, and maybe even from an early grave. So with that, I hope I have dissuaded you from getting in a relationship with a Filipina. If I have not, well, good luck to you, but cry me a river when the shit hits the fan. So thank you all for watching this episode of Filipina Life with Mia, and I will see you on the next one.